1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, testing. Seeing whether the music is distracting or you can hear me fine or like what. Hey, is this thing on? Yeah. Welcome to the second annual Fantasty Hoops Internationale Keeper Special. I'm going to reveal or at least review, because some of these are already out there, the keepers that are being kept for this upcoming season. It is Thursday the 5th of October, and the draft is on Sunday the 8th, so it's coming up. You're just getting this information late. Thank you all for helping schedule the draft and being flexible with that. Here we go with the draft. So let's take a look at this. Keeper special. 176 players will be drafted and up to 32 more rostered once IL Plus is factored in. So 176 drafted on Sunday, 208 total, could be in the league at any one time. And as such, I'm only going to show keepers that were in the top 176 of Yahoo rankings. And of course, Yahoo rankings, we're going to take that with a grain of salt because that's based on so many things that may or may not have a factor in you building your team. But nonetheless, what else to say? I've given myself some reminders here. The Durant rule. So just as a reminder, the Durant rule is that a cut keeper cannot be picked up and kept next season. So yeah, if somebody has a keeper and then they cut him, you can pick him up and use him all this season, but then at the end of the season you can't keep them at the same value that they had before they were cut. They just become an in limbo player. That only happened with two players last year, Isaac Okoro and Josh Hart. So probably not massive loss there. Just a reminder of the 3 pick swaps limit. Once trading gets started, you can only trade 3 next season draft picks total. And what else? Yeah, just the standard, hey, there's still like 4 people to pay dues and all that stuff. So if you're watching this and you still haven't paid your dues, then why not zip on over to PayPal and shoot me your dues. Okay, so we're going to go one team at a time, division by division, in the order that the divisions were chosen in our previous video, the draft lottery and, division draw video. Right, unless otherwise indicated, all players' keeper value is 11th round. And I'm going to show you all of the options that this manager had within the top 176 Yahoo rankings. Players marked with a K would be in their second or later, if it's marked with an asterisk, year of keeper eligibility. So that means if you see somebody with a K, they were kept all last year. So this is the second time that they're being kept. If there's an asterisk on it, then this is, the third time they're being kept. Possibly they've been on a team for 4 years. Amazing. There's one instance where I'm going to have someone marked TK, and that's a traded keeper, somebody who was someone else's keeper and then got traded, thereby maintaining their keeper value. So I don't think I need to go into a reminder of how the keeper rules work, other than just to say these players' value is going to replace a draft pick. So here we're starting with the West End Pie Guys. John Keane. Here is the pick set. This is just the keeper menu repeated, and then you see what highlighted here, what of their picks are being replaced by keepers. Then we have the name of that player, what round. If it's not a number next to their name, then it's 11th round, their Yahoo rank, and then in the next column, what actual pick they'll be taking in this draft. So, John, going thunderous with the double thunder. Chet Holmgren kept all last year on IL as an 8th round player. Yahoo's got him ranked 48th in the 8th round. That for John will be pick number 120. Jalen Williams, I shouldn't have cut him. Yahoo's got him ranked 60th, and the pick that he'll be taking, John's 11th round pick, number 169. I think this is our only instance of over 100 picks value. There's a few that are close, but none higher. So this double thunder means that, John, you should Stop inexplicably being a fan of the Knicks and just switch your allegiance to the Thunder. That's my hot take. Just as a reminder, what does this number over here mean at the end of their pick set, 67? That just means that that's the total number of, it just kind of gives you a grade of their, of the manager's draft value. So if they didn't trade any of their picks, then the number is 63. So if it's higher than 63, then they've got a little, worse than average. If it's lower than 63, a little better than average based on their previous trades. Looking at John, the things that John turned down. Yeah, Rob Williams kept last year, not this year, especially after the trade to Portland. Yeah, a bunch of sort of mid-round stuff that wasn't worth the value. That's Amore. In the Harden division, Casey, and that's Amore. Look at this. First ever second round keeper as Tyrese Halliburton comes back for a third season with Casey. And this is the highest ever keeper kept in the second round. This is not the highest ever Yahoo rank for a player, as Durant was third ranked last year when Gage kept him. So yeah, 6th ranked. He'll get him in the second round for pick number 16. Sure, value. It's like getting 2 first rounders. And then Jaren Jackson, 6th round last year, as he was hurt coming into the year. So that was a good place to be drafted. And then he'll get the 21st ranked player, Will Casey, at pick number 94. I thought maybe Şengün might be considered, but 5th round, a bit too high. 1.21 gigawatts mark. Just getting sort of mild value. A couple, possibilities. Giddy 62 wasn't much different from what the actual number would be. And then Wendell Carter Jr. 99, that'd be lower. So, yeah. Sorry, just thinking there for a second. So he's keeping Kuzma, 88th ranked player at pick 98, and then with his 11th round pick, oops, I should have done some highlighting here. With his 11th round, I'm not going to be able to do it while I'm in the screen grab. With his 11th round pick, he will get Denny Avdia, 143rd rank at pick 162. So this is an example of pick sliding. With Mark here, his boop boop boop. Oh, record skipping. He doesn't have a 6th round pick, so Kuzma slides to 7th round. Sweet. That's Gigawatts, Kuzma, and Avdia as he's going double wizard. That sounds potentially gross. Wizard's sleeve. Anyone? Okay, gross. Katie's troll account. Here's Nick's picks. Got Claxton in the 6th round last year. Good job. I could have kept him in the 11th. Why didn't I do that? I had to have that quite violent young individual who I then traded Mr. Porter Jr. Which Porter Jr.? Anyway, Claxton, 56th rank, and Nick will get him in the 6th round at pick 92. And then he uses his 11th rounder for just taking a flyer on Jose Alvarado, ranked 270th. That seems low. Pick 165. The late round flyer there. Quickly kept last year, 9th rounder. Pick 136 wouldn't really be much value, so he's letting him go. Plus, you never know with the Tibbs. That does it for the Harden division. Let's go to the Steph division. Team X, Desmond, what's going to happen with him? Is this his farewell season? Is he going to communicate with us at all this season? I'm not going to get into it at this juncture, but before he changed his whole team visibility thing, he did communicate with me. His keepers, he's had Anthony Edwards his whole career, keeping him for a second straight year. He is ranked 16th, and Dez will get him in the 5th round for pick number 75. And then Miles Bridges, coming off the suspension, another fine individual in the violence category. Yahoo ranked at 98. Dez will get him with his final pick, pick number 171. I thought maybe Austin Reeves ranked 97th. Just one ahead of Bridges would have been that pick, but no, he's going with Miles Bridges. Maybe a little higher upside, potentially. Jordan, Seth, the reigning champion. What's he going to do? He's going to keep Scotty Barnes again, ranked 50th in the 7th round, one of his 2 7th-round picks. So because he's got 2 7th-round picks, we allow him to have the lower of those 2 picks because it's not a pick slide. So that's pick number 112 in Seth's set. And then Zach Collins, ranked 104th. Seth will get him with the very last pick of the draft, number 176, Mr. Irrelevant or whatever. Zach Collins, let's see if he stays healthy and what his productivity next to Wembanyama will be. That's the end of the Anunoby era, as 3rd round wasn't good enough value for Seth to take OG. Tom with the Glass Griffins. Blake not in the league at this juncture. Will he show up in the league? End of an era for Tom, or at least his namesake. He's got Franz Wagner in the 9th round, but he has no 9th, 10th, and 11th round picks. He traded them to me. So his 2 keepers actually move up, but there's still value. Franz, who, famously, he didn't want to include in a trade, and then he took the best offer on the table with the winery, which still wasn't good enough for people to not protest. Ugh, let's not relitigate that. Anyway, Franz, 9th round value. So even though he's being taken in the 8th, it'll be 9th round value. If Tom keeps him again next season, it'll be 7th round value, even though he's being taken in the 8th. We've talked about this. So those 2 8th round picks are 117 and 123. So that's why I've got it notated like that. Jalen Duren, ranked 94th. So a couple solid young players in his final picks. That means Tom will be all done after the 7th round and can go take a break. That's it for Tom. Let's talk about the fury of Josh Starks. He is keeping Anfernee Simons, ranked 83, going to get a big role in Portland now with Dame gone. Keeping him again, 2nd straight season keeping him. He's ranked 83rd. Josh is getting him ranked, for pick number 110, the lower of his 2 7th-round picks. And then he doesn't have an 11th-round pick for the injured Trey Murphy, but that'll still be pick number 132, moving up into the 9th round. So value there, and then we assume a long stash. I just kept some stuff. Josh had a lot of potential keepers that weren't so interesting, but a couple interesting ones that I noted here, just because I thought the rankings were a little bizarro. Tybal, steals specialist, ranked 185. That seems low. And then Jeremy Sohan ranked 325th. Isn't he going to start for the Spurs? Can't he do a lot of different things? And then I just also left this here because, Josh was the last one to pick up and stash Lonzo Ball at the end of the year with his deficient Big Baller brand shoes. And he would have to hold him on IL for another year just to see if he can come back. Poor Lonzo. 402nd ranked. Let's go to my division, the Tyreek division. Oh, shit. I got to pause the video here at this point because I still haven't decided. Okay, are we going? We're going. All right, picking back up. So, yeah, wow, I took forever to make my keeper decision. Obviously, I was always going to go with Darius Garland for a 2nd straight year. Close to 100 picks value for him. Oh, this was just me doing math of, how much value was I getting? So, 9th round for him because I'm going to pick slide down to... pick slide down to the 9th, and same with Lopez. So I'm going with these 2 7th-round keepers, and they are going to slide down to the 9th. Obviously, I was thinking Derek White down in the 10th, 63rd ranked, and it would have been 155th pick. I was thinking Aaron Gordon. In other years, I'd be looking at Frank Grimes. That's not his name. But I'm going to go with Lopez. Going to, lock in a solid center, try to get some blocks, 71st rank, and I'm going to get him at pick 140 with Garland 134th. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Unless, and I should have said this at the top, this is going out Thursday. You can still contact me to change your mind, and then I'll let everyone know about the change by Friday, your sleepy time, whenever that is, wherever in the world you are. Okay, so I reserve the right to change Brookie before tomorrow night. Great. James, my division rival. Dickman, or perhaps Dykeman Park. He is keeping Bain again, 22nd ranked player. He'll get him in the 8th round, sliding 7th round keeper down to 8th round, pick number 115, and then he's going to go with Mark Williams in Charlotte, 87th ranked by Yahoo, and then the lower of his two 11th round picks, number 174, quite near the end, Mark Williams. So solid big there for James. Always bet on black. It's Eddie Jordan. And Eddie is keeping Kawhi again, down to 23rd ranked by Yahoo this year, but he's going to get him in the 4th round, so that's still very solid. Pick number 62, lower of his two 4th round picks, as he's got one from Popovich. And then he's got to do this. He's got to keep Walker Kessler, who I had him, other people had him last year as a 10th round pick. He got waved around a little bit. Eddie picked him up and kept him. 10th round value. Yahoo says 52nd rank. He'll get him for pick 131. He has no 9th round pick, so that moves up. He has no 10th round pick, so that moves up to the 9th. Poole maybe might have been an option too. He's going to shoot a zillion times this year, but Eddie ultimately went with Kawhi. Joel, sitting Simmons, still called that. Maxey kept again. Yahoo's got him at 57. This will be the the third time that he's been kept by Joel, and he'll get him at pick number 121 in the 8th round. Don't know why I did 8 parentheses for Joel, because that is what he's at. It's not like a change. Oh well. And then Shaden Sharp. Yahoo's got him at 124, and Joel, without an 11th round pick, will keep him in the 10th. Pick 153. Patrick Williams could have been the same place, but he went with Shaden. B-Ball Paul could have been him too. That's Joel. Let's keep going. Next division, the Danny Green division, final division of our preview. And Popovich and Sons going to keep his same two studs from last year, both 6th rounders. He had 2 6th round picks, trading for one from Mark Gigawatts. So these picks will be number 82 and 95, both in the 6th round. Durant, the 11th ranked player. Maga Porter Jr., the 78th ranked player. So a little bit less value for Michael Porter. But what else could he have done? Jaden 102. I mean, Bruce Brown, now in Indiana. 122, that would have been mild value, but nonetheless. He's gone. Durant and Porter keep the core intact, last year's runner-up team. Magic City Wings, this was the last one. Aaron, busy man, but he got the information to me. Jamal Murray, acquired in a trade 2 seasons ago with the Golden Winery, still being kept for another season. That trade still paying dividends. We don't even remember what I got that season. Always trade with the Golden Winery. 7th round, very good. Pick number 87 for the Yahoo ranked 47th player. And then, Portis, 6th round, no. Harrison Barnes, no, not at those rankings. Kevon Looney, sure, take a flyer there. He's going to, grab a ton of boards. He's ranked 157th. And it'll be pick number 170 for Aaron. Why not? See if Kevon Looney was one of the biggest waiver wire sluts last season. So we'll see if he lasts with Magic City Wings. But why not? Let's see. Bulls will eat you, all caps. He is keeping 2 9th rounders, so those will take his 9th and 10th round picks. Devin Vassell was traded from Magic City Wings, 9th rounder, and then Herb Jones kept again. So 3rd straight year with Kevin, so picks 135, 154, and notice I've marked that that's a 10th round actual pick. Finally, let's close it out with Sam, the Mooples Hipster Beards. Jalen Brunson, franchise guy for the Hipster Beards now, 9th rounder, and Yahoo's got him ranked 36th. Sam's got 1 9th round pick and 2 9th rounders being kept. Jordan Clarkson, Yahoo's got him ranked 109th, so 129th or 160th, whatever you want to call it, for these two being kept in the 9th and 10th rounds. That's the end of the Clay era for Sam after holding on to him for a full year, getting a year of keeper value out of him last year. Westbrook at 8th would have been a little bit of value. Matherin, yeah. Anyway, that's those are the keepers. This video is 19 minutes long. Let's stop it. Yeah, all the information is now in your hands, gentlemen. See you at the draft.